Okay, air down a little bit. Slowly coming out of the hole here. That rear passenger tire came off the bead. Well, I just walked out of camp a little bit. Camp's right there. You can see these wolves were coming right down the road. Shovel marks the spot. Yeah, you fill the holes in, you just keep going. Tent's right there. Okay, getting loaded up, getting ready to go get some wood here. I'm gonna leave today and I'm gonna leave the tent up again, but I want to have enough wood for when I get back. I could just start a fire and have wood at least for that night. So I'm gonna go down and saw that log that I found yesterday, and that's what we're gonna do. Be back in a little bit. Okay, here we are at our log. I gotta get to work on this thing. Nose is pretty soft, but I'm getting over it okay. That's when I just started up the Jeep, and one thing I was thinking, you know, it's really nice when this thing starts up every time, because if it wouldn't start, that would be a real pain in my butt. I'd have to walk all the way out of here, which is one reason why I bring the snowshoes. It's kind of one of my contingency plans, of which I have many. But if the Jeep doesn't start, that would be a real pain. So I guess that's how you get to be so attached to your vehicles, is you get you out of crap all the time. You put them in to bad situations and they start up and always get you out. So you kind of get attached to them. I'm starting to get attached to the Jeep. I had my old truck, it was like that. My old T100, 95 T100. I did a lot of stuff with that truck. But trucks are so expensive now. I bought that T100 brand new in 95, but it was like 20 grand, I think. And you know, to buy a truck now, it's minimum 30 grand, I think. And then you can go all the way up to 70 grand or more. It's crazy. So this Trailhawk, I think, cost me about 32. But you know, it has a lot of nice stuff in it that you wouldn't get if you bought a truck. And this thing is really good gas mileage and gets me up here. It's kind of small, so I like it. There's camp ahead. It's like when I was a kid. My dad had a little Willys Jeep, kind of a station wagon type deal before they came out with the Wagoneers, big boxy things in the, I think they made them all the way up to the early 60s, but we had one of those and I really liked it. And so Jeeps have always kind of been with me. Of course, another an Italian company kind of. But still got the Jeep name, that's all that's left, so I'll take what I can get. Okay, we're pulling up the camp again. It's telling me to put on my seatbelt. Fall in my fire hole. Where is that thing? Right there. Get this wood unloaded. It's a pretty big hole. So one thing I wanted to point out is I've had this chair, this Alps mountaineering chair, for quite a while. And it's great for just sitting back and relaxing. But if you're trying to do anything like work the stove or just getting out of it, it's kind of shaped like a basket. And this part right here cuts across the back of your thighs, and it's hard to get in and out of. So I just got this little Coleman. It has that cool little tray on the side there, but it's so much easier to work on the stove and cook and so forth out of that chair. I think it's probably way cheaper too. We'll see how it holds up, but it's the first time using it, but I like it. This thing was killing me just trying to sit on that, getting in and out of that chair. I made an addition to this little rack back here. If you can see my axe in there, that's a full-size axe, and it fits in there nice with that little shovel and my saw. And I also have this little folding shovel that I bought. I was surprised how tiny it is, but it might come in handy. It's all folding, has a pick. Might come in handy someday. Oh, compass, great. Okay, it was just a little cheapo thing, but it fits in there anyway. That little shovel's more for dirt. The other green shovel's more for snow. So I like the way that all fits in there. I guess that's the way they designed it. The newer Cherokees they got rid of that. Which I really like it once I figured out how the heck to use it. But if you have a Cherokee out there, all that stuff fits in there nice. But the axe head just fits down there in that little plastic pocket, and the handle for the shovel fits down in there, all snug. Doesn't really rattle. I got the stovepipe all apart, and I'm looking at this spark arrestor. It looks like it needs a little cleaning up, so I'm gonna take it home with me. If this thing gets clogged up, you won't get any flow through your stove. So I'm gonna stick it in a bag and take it home with me, clean it up, bring it back. Hope I don't forget it. Okay, I put that spark arrestor in my garbage bag. Where the bets are that I'll forget it and throw it away. Maybe that's why I do these videos, so I can go back and go, where the hell did that spark arrestor go? And then 2 years from now, I'll be looking at this going, oh shit, that's what I did with it. Okay, we got everything secured in here. Got my pot of water back there. That'll probably just freeze, but that's fine. I'll just sit on the stove when I get back and it'll thaw out. Got my bag of kindling wood right there. Got these rounds. I got some medium-sized wood so I can start a fire. And just gonna leave my sleeping bag. I got my spare sleeping bag. I've had that sleeping bag for probably 30 years. This Cabela's bag. I've had that so long. But it's a synthetic bag, so if it gets wet, it won't hurt. I have a down bag too that I'm taking home with me. I don't want that one getting wet. If something weird happens, this tent collapses. Back out of here. I just leave the stove pipes right there and put I need to sweep that snow out. And put there's my little garbage pail. Slippers, it's all comfy in there. I'm gonna sweep that out, zip this up, and start headed home. Got a long ways to go. Hope the snow's not too soft. Then I gotta air back up, get the chains off. Lots to do. Tent's all buttoned up, ready to get out of here. Sure is a pretty day. Wow. Nice. Set that log up. So hoping somebody doesn't run into my hole there. That somebody might be me. I'm sure I'll remember it, but got that little post there. Maybe somebody will see that thing, not run into the hole. It might fall over. I don't know. I tried. Try to be a good neighbor. Made myself a trap. Okay. My camp will see you probably close to a week. It's supposed to snow this weekend. There's a front coming in, so we'll see how much snow's on the tent when we get back. One last look. I didn't fall in the hole. It always seems like I'm forgetting something though, but maybe I'll walk back there and take one last look, see if I'm forgetting something. Went back and looked, everything looks good. One last look at the beautiful country, the sky, the snow. It's a pretty picture. That way's home. And we'll see how soft the snow is.